观众朋友，大家好，欢迎回来到了今天的嘉宾访谈环节。在刚刚过去的这一周呢，市长福特赢得了有关他这个利益冲突法案的上诉。此外呢，市府也是顺利通过了2013财年的这个预算案。今天我们的演播室非常荣幸请到了一位市议员，他之前也是任这个市府预算委员会的主席，请他来跟我们一起聊一聊。非常高兴，我们今天请到的是多伦多第39区的市议员狄格兰，还有他的助手林鹤仪。Welcome to our show, both of you.
Thank you.
So Mayor Rob Ford, he won the appeal last Friday, and that's supposed to be a huge release for the city.
Well, it is until we get into the next phase, which is the compliance audit. So it just keeps going. So it's start one, finish one, start another one, finish one, and now start another one.
You've been the city councilor for 10 years.
9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
And today is the 10th. This year, the 10th year.
Let me think. 11. Yeah, I guess it'll be the 10th year. Yeah.
How did you become the city councilor?
I started as a school board trustee, and I was there for 9 years. I was the chair of the Toronto Catholic District School Board, and from there, turned out that there was an appetite for change, and the voters of Scarborough Region Court 39 voted me in.
Why do you want to go into the politics?
I didn't. I actually wanted to go into teaching. I got my teacher's degree, and I got into politics again because people thought I was probably the only candidate that could unseat the incumbent.
Mm-hmm. And how does your past the past experience of the education field experience influence your?
Well, it's like anything. You have to teach people, and there's some learning to be done in the process of talking about the budget, talking about issues. All those components come together, so they're very complementary.
You're the city councilor for 39, the Ward 39,
Yes,
Scarborough Region Court. There's a lot of Chinese residents living in the area.
Many.
Many. And do you think there's a challenge to interact with these people?
I think there is. I think because people tend to want to live together and stick together, and basically our view in Canada is that we want to encourage people to integrate. We want them to not ghetto-size themselves, but to move about within the different cultures, etc., and not just maintain within the group that they identify with.
And that's why you have assistants speaking Mandarin Cantonese.
Yes, we do. We have them because obviously we have a large population, and we have Doris here that speaks both languages who does that for us.
对 ，Doris 可能以前也是来过我们的节目很多次哈，然后之前是在广东话的环节，但是他国语说的也非常好。然后你做这个狄格兰先生他的这个助手多久了？
我做了大概10个月
，10个月，
没有太长。不过就是继续说，就是我们这个地区的那个情况。其实我们区内真的有非常多的中国人，有超过一半也是华人。那所以对于我们办公室来说，就是非常希望可以看到市区内的华人，就是可以有更多的互动，与我们的办公室联络或者因为如果发生什么事情上来，其实有很多人不知道市政府的服务。那其实如果他们认识市政府的运作的话，可以就是跟我们有更多联系的话，那万一有什么问题的话，我们也可以提供服务。
我相信可能也会区内有一些这个华裔的移民，他们可能最大的一个障也是在语言上。
对，
所以说如果要但是你就是比如他们有什么问题想跟这个市府联系打电话的话，会有一个说这个国语或者广东话的人接待他们吗？
在我们办公室其实没有很大，连我之内还有另外3个的办公室的助理。那我可以说是唯一一个说广东话还有国语的。那不过暂时来说，其实跟我们联系的中国人，虽然在区内的比例很多，可是在打电话给我们的通常都很少，而且他们都是本来就会说英语的，所以我们就感觉说，其实有很多人在外面是不认识我们，不知道我们的。那就是想让大家知道，其实不会英语的话也没关系，因为有就是我可以帮忙。那如果不是联络我们办公室的话，就是打311，它也是一个市政府的热线， 就是基本上是24小时，什么时候都有人在服务的。那讲中文，他们也有中文的接待，所以其实不会英语的。我们当然是希望大家学英语了，因为始终这个也是英语的社会嘛。但可是如果真的不会的话，有需要也是可以打给我们，还有打给311。
我相信可能还有一个很大的这个问题，就是很多新移民他们 they don't really get involved in the community, so that's pretty much the next question. There is a lot of newly landed immigrant. They really, it's very common that they compare Toronto with their the place they come from. So do you have any advice for them to get to like the community and get more involved with the community?
I think, first of all, important to learn the language. I mean, the language of most of Canada is English.
Right.
Second language is French, but for Toronto and area, it's primarily in the English. So there's all kinds of social agencies, et cetera, that provide language training. So trying to the basics, and also again in terms of we want them to think about being Canadian first and not be a home nationalist. In other words, they've left a country just like my parents. They left Italy. They didn't come to bring Italy to Canada. They came to remember Italy, but be Canadian first. And so that's important that as their children grow up, as they become more involved, that's how they start to integrate into the community and start to participate. Tend to be shy, but in Canada we encourage people to speak out and in a good, proper, honest fashion way, and not to be belligerent to anybody, but to express what their opinions are, etc. And the only way we can have that is for people to step up.
Right. 所以说 Doris 这也确实是一个问题哈，就像跟我说，很多这个新来的这个新移民，他们比较怎么说？自己就把自己孤立起来了，不太融入这个社区。
对，因为我们就是，尤其在我们多伦多有一个非常壮大的华人社区，就是超市啊、报纸啊、电视台啊之类，就是有太多这太方便了。那所以很多人可能都不会太主动去学习、去融入我们这个社区。那其实多一点了解是对自己本身是非常好。如果尤其是过来发展的，不仅只是过来就是生活的，过来发展的，其实这些知识啊是很基本是应该知道的。对。
So let's continue. What are the continual problems your ward has been facing?
Well, one of them has been about rooming houses. We have established neighborhoods, and when they see that homes are being occupied, rooming houses are a problem because people don't know how many people are in there, what kind of living conditions are in there. So it unsettles the neighborhood. So that's one of the issues. The other one is certainly more and more are riding bicycles in our ward, and trying to make sure that they understand the rules of bicycles, that you can't ride fast, you can't go on the sidewalk. We've already had one death in the area where an elderly person was hit by a young person riding a bicycle. So we have those issues, and we have the common everyday things like litter, keeping the streets clean.
Right. 所以这些问题也是非常重要的。我们请 Doris 再给我们就重申一下有关于。
刚才就是市议员狄格兰他就说了一个非法分租房的问题。其实因为很多就是不单只是中国人，其实有很多其他人都是会把就是房子的房间租出去。
是。
那这个情况是很普遍。
对。
不一定是非法，可是因为有些人他会把房子改装。那改装了就可能有一些安全的问题。那其实他们在很多的情况下是需要拿一个许可的，才可以做这些事。那个是其一，还有就是引申一些问题，譬如说太多车子然后派在街边啊、街道上，还有譬如刚才议员说，就是一些卫生的问题，对，很难，就是环境会比较脏一点。那这些都是在我们区内，我们办公室看到日常中，这是我们区内的问题。对。
Okay, now let's talk about the city hall. Besides your work as councillor to represent your ward, you were also the budget chief in the past 3 years. you recently quit the position. And what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm going to go to the Police Services Board. That's our biggest budget, and I think that needs good stewardship there as well. My 3 years as being the budget chair certainly brought reasonable taxes, but my goal was always to make sure that every dollar spent is wisely spent, and also to ensure economic prosperity, because if we have economic prosperity, everybody's well off.
And in your time as a councillor, what do you think is the biggest change you've seen in the Toronto City Council?
Well, the biggest change is we've moved from a socialist kind of government that we had previously for 2 terms to one that's more cost-conscious, business-oriented, trying to generate economic activity.
And if there is no financial restriction, what do you envision as an ideal Toronto?
Well, obviously with services and also lots of job opportunities. I think young people are in need of opportunities, as are older people that are displaced in work, and you have to have a good economic climate supported by both federal, provincial, and city governments to generate that atmosphere so that we can be competitive with world markets, and we can do more trading with world markets, and certainly utilize the resources that people bring with them when they come to Canada. They're doctors or lawyers, etc., but they don't go to those jobs because, again, language barrier or whatever barrier, and it's a lot of talent that we need to utilize in this city, and we've got great potential from having 103 different nationalities in this city.
There is a motto that you strongly believe in. Would you want to share it with us?
Well, the motto is nothing's given to you. You have to work for it.
用中文来说，可以说就是通俗一些，就是天上没有掉馅儿饼的这种好事，什么事情啊都是要大家自己努力争取才能够获得的。非常感谢2位今天百忙当中抽出时间来到我们的演播室，跟我们一起分享，比如说这个。狄格兰先生是第一次来到我们这个 VOW TV 的演播室，给我们大概介绍一下他的自己，还有包括他在这个市议院任职的一些工作的情况。然后也非常感谢 Doris 林小姐，然后也是来到我们的演播室，跟我们大概聊了一聊这个施家堡爱敬阁这个选区，这个39选区，他们现在包括面临的一些小小的问题，还有希望这个选区内众多50%的这个居民都是华人，希望大家可以踊跃的、积极的融入到这个社区当中。再次感谢你们来到我们的节目 ，Thank you for coming。
Thank you for having me.
我们今天访谈到这里，先暂时告一段落，稍事休息一下，广告回来我们再会。